What's up, Alphas? It's your boy, Alphas, man. We are reviewing NXT on March the 18th, 2025. I want y'all to know the date that this amazing show happened. Mostly we're going to review just the end because we got to talk about what we got to talk about because you know what happened. You know what happened today. Come on now. The Trick, Javon Evans, Obafemi. Listen, I know it. Three black men all got dreads. It's interesting. Three black men with dreads out here. But I love that ending. It was an amazing. We gonna get into it. That was magnificent. The aura of the crowd, the new group, and everything. The aura, the dark and arena. While they was having a fight, doing the outside, inside the ring, it was beautiful work. And then the ending, the brawl with the new group outside, made this a beautiful ending. Shawn Michaels is doing his thing because I feel like it's tropes that WWE gets into that is horrible, but NXT kind of fights those tropes, even if they don't have the talent to do what they were doing. But we're going to start off with the review with Chelsea Green versus Sol Ruca, and a good match. But it's a simple match. It was a little bit the unpretty. It wasn't the prettiest, but I think it was a really solid match. It shows you the depth of NXT compared to something like SmackDown, which still got 3 hours, but they still don't have the depth as NXT because Sol Ruca was a great mid card opponent for her on NXT, where she doesn't get that on her own show on SmackDown. That is something I do hope they reconcile with more talented people, even though most of the people are in factions with them or going for something else. But I'm curious how that's going to work. Let me know how y'all feel that's going to work in the comments. Next up, we had Javon talking up the Trick, talking about they have to deal with this new group. What they some people call it the new retribution or whatever. We get the name later on, but they said they have to deal with it. No one is safe. And Trick saying, "Oh, because we got dreads, you think we friends? It's not we, it's me. What are you doing? What are you talking about? I'm worried about Oba getting my title back and taking care of this problem I have tonight. Why are you talking to me like we equal? You will never be an NXT champion," which is a great setup for Javon to possibly be the one to dethrone Oba for me. Not right now. I don't think he's right now. By the way, can I say this? I am loving Trick character work. His promos are so much better in this role than it is than that hype, bro. I like Mean Trick. We might can get away with Mean Trick. By the way, as my boy Robert says, why is everybody on NXT a crash out? Javon is the last person. He's the happy-go-lucky guy. We kind of got Ricky Saints, but he really more of a troll type dude who's just cocky, and he ain't gonna lose that no matter what. Kind of like Ethan Page, but his own thing. But Javon was the last happy dude, and Ethan Page took his smile. He literally took his smile. So now he's gone tough, and he came back tough, and I kind of liked it. Even I do want the one happy-go-lucky dude, but as we saw, like something that happened later, and I'm gonna bring it up. You can't be thankful in NXT. You got to be a crash out at all times. There is no thankful people. Then Lexus King, of course, walks up to Javon and said he has a point and he get punched, which leads him to be more of a crash out, which fits. We see Stephanie back here she comes to the ring. She said, "The next person who comes over here, you deserve it." Chance, she tells everybody her English is not her first language, and she cuts a good promo in English, by the way. Shout out to her. And then you hear Jordan Grace came out in these ridiculous shoes, but cute attire, but the shoes was awful. And she was like, "I respect people. I respect Roxanne and what she did." That wasn't gonna go over well in NXT. You don't tell people what you respect, especially in those big shoes. As Jada pushed her on the ground and punched her in the back. Of course, she couldn't get up because the shoes were too big. By the way, I love you, Jordan. Jordan is amazing, but those shoes was way too big to fight in. So she got beat up because she couldn't get up, and then she got the hip check to the face to the wall, which took her out. And Jada gets in the ring. Cuss a great promo. She did do the Friday line, but the crowd looked like they didn't know what that line was. She did she does the Friday line, and then she cuts a really good promo. We had Josh Briggs, and I never can say his last name. Yoshiki, we're gonna just say it first versus Hanky Tank. It's a all right, man. It only lasted 5 minutes. 5 minutes or so, six, four, something like that. It was a decent match. Did its job. You can see the talent of some of the younger people. Josh Briggs, that scissor kick was amazing, but they still need some work. It's the developmental brand still, so that's good. We see Tony D'Angelo walk backstage. They had a little conversation. They faced the Cullen. Of course, the Cullen wins. Tony is attacked by this new group. Who does cut? They do cut a promo later on. They cut. Apparently, they're attacking all the champions, which I like. If you're a new group, why are you attacking random people? Why don't you attack the champ? Go get his job. What are you doing? Why are you attacking that random? Attack those randoms. What are you attack the champs? Get your title shot. Attack Oba. Attack the people going for the belt like Trick. He's a top contender. Attack Javon. Attack the tag champs. Attack the North American contender. Now you got to get the North American champion. So I like it. Ava then tells Steph that she's defending the NA title, the North American title, against Jada next week. Fallon walks in, wants a rematch. Vickers give her the match. Fallon wants a rematch next week and wants it after Jada. But Stephanie was good with it. And Ava says it's done. Fallon leaves, and Ava says it's a big night for Stephanie next week. Is she defending both belts? Because I'm reading this out of my notes. Did I hear that right? Is it? I thought Jada would want the main belt and then Fallon get the other belt. Would want the other belt. Did I mishear that when I wrote that? I might have misheard. Y'all let me know in the comments if I misheard it. We got Jason Jane and Carmen Petrovic. Jason Jane won the match. Shout out to my guy. She's flirting randomly with Ashante. And it's a weird. This storyline's still so weird. It's still so weird. But he's a stronger man than me. You know what I'm saying? He is very much stronger than me. Jada, they have a Hank and Tank. They happy to be back. Blah blah blah. Jada says, but she already got the match. I didn't understand why this was here. He got Ricky Saints versus Ridge Holland. Ricky Saints get his first win. Good match again. Ricky Saints, of course, he's gonna be a star in NXT. I wonder if he's going for the North American, or it looks like he might be going for North American, while the other three gentlemen, shout out to my brothers, are going for the world title, fighting for it, which I'm greatly interested in. Then we find out Dion Lewis, aka Superman, the one who wear the glasses and take them out in the girls' light, said he's not for the NXT bull. Some other guy, I don't know the dude name, says their name. They say they call themselves Dark State, which I hope is a playoff like Deep State in a way, and like except it's the opposite. Like they just evil or whatever. It is what it is. Next week we have Javon Evans versus Lexus King in a Heritage Cup match. I don't care about that. Then we had the main event. It didn't last long. He hits him with a trick shot after, and then the match is over. But what happens when Oba Femi comes out? Trick, of course, he says he gets the mic and says Eddie better learn to squabble. He beats him down. Here comes Oba. We have the big brawl. Dark State comes out to through the crowd like the Shield, and they looking at the chaos, and Oba and Trick is fighting everybody and beating everybody up. It's a fun ending to the show. We see Javon hit the cutter on Oba and then squares up at Trick because he doesn't care about this no more. It was a solid episode. Listen, if you watching this and you just read them little weird website, that's why I don't really read websites. I just want to know y'all thoughts. Do y'all like it? Did y'all enjoy the show? If you did, let me know why. If you didn't, tell me some of the stuff you didn't like. It wasn't like the most interesting show ever. It put some of it did more developmental. Last week was for the stars. This week you saw Josh Briggs. You saw some of the tag team. You saw Jade versus Carmen. Give some people some time. You know what I'm saying? I think you saw some potential, and you see some growth from a lot of people. I'm not talking about Jade. I'm talking about Carmen. And you see people growing on the show. That's what it is. A developmental show. I know you got people that's growing faster than others, or people that stars already who's learning For instance, Julie and Stephanie's probably learning English and promo and the style of camera work and all the things they need to do because technically they haven't been on American TV a lot. Um, I know people say Penta, but Penta been on AEW for a long time. Stephanie was only on there for like one show, but Penta been on there a while, so he know how TV works a little bit. I think he learned a few different things from him playing with the camera a little bit. I think he's having way too much fun playing with the camera. It is hilarious to me. It ain't in a bad way. I'm saying it in a good way. But you see, they still need to work on some things. Trick is getting good at his promo now. You see, like I said, you see Trick kind of find a character that can work for him on the main roster, rather than just the aura character. You start seeing a more brutal character that can fit and can probably get over on the main roster, and still have to maybe to whoop the Trick, but in a more serious way. So you seeing people start getting more of their character developed. Oba is amazing anyway. Javon is kind of figuring out his character. You see a lot of that movement going around. Jada Parker still improving, so that's a good thing to see. Jordan Grace, I think she could have been on the main roster, but she probably chose to be on NXT because it's probably funner right now. You don't have to move a lot as much and all that stuff. But I thought it was a solid show for what it's supposed to be. I don't like a lot of times. I think people have like if you come off Roadblock and have that expectation for this show, you wasn't gonna get it because this show had a lot less star power. You don't have Roxanne, you don't have Cora and them show up. You don't have a lot of the star. You have people who are developing on the show. So I got what I got. Enjoy the show. Let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate y'all. Peace.